Everybody, thanks for joining me. My name's David, and this is my channel. Today, we're going to talk about thoughts. One thing I have learned in my life is it's all about thinking. Think about it. I mean, right? Thinking turns into your words. Words point to vibrations. Thinking creates feeling, so you always feel something whenever you think. It makes sense to say that this world is all about how you think. Now, I get that it could be difficult for us to believe that we can control our thoughts because it certainly seems like our thoughts are controlling us sometimes. But I assure you, it's not as difficult as you think. Now, how do you control your thoughts? Well, one, recognizing that every thought you have, including even what I'm saying now, is eliciting a feeling. In other words, thought and feeling always move together. How does it feel? To recognize that as you have thoughts, which are the same thing as speaking, thoughts and words, same thing. Notice that it has a feeling attached to it. Now, that feeling, if it feels good, then it's matching your source. It's matching those thoughts, what we call the thought of God, or the thoughts of the Holy Spirit, or thoughts of your source energy. If it doesn't feel good, then it means that it's not matching. Okay? So, Jesus talked a lot about coveting, right? He talks a lot about our thoughts. There's a reason why, because you can do something, you can say something, but it doesn't matter. If you're thinking it, your vibration is then now part of it, and now you already are attracting it. This is the key to understand, is the thoughts are the most important thing. Pay attention to how you feel. Those thoughts always going to tell you what's coming out based on how you feel. Are you moving in a direction of the flow, or are you moving in a direction that's not? Now, another thing that I can recommend is the thought structure. If you can imagine like dominoes, so to speak, everything sticks together and moves in a nice, beautiful movement. That's what happens with positive thinking. If you speak in a positive way, those thoughts will then move together more and more and more. And that's what they feel like. They literally do feel like they're sticking together. As they move together, they start creating. Most of the time, they give this the ability for you to recognize your source, and you start feeling your source in a more powerful way. You start feeling the thoughts of your source energy, the thoughts of your inner being. So moving in the direction of feeling good, moving in the direction of those thoughts that do feel good, that are positive, is absolutely the most important thing. And the only thing we really have to do in spirituality and all of this is to learn to move in the direction of what feels good, to move in the direction of your passion, of your excitement, and to move in the direction of your thoughts that do move in a positive place and that feel good, loving thoughts. There's a saying, right? There's only loving thoughts. Only love is real. And when we move into a place of thoughts that do not move with love, and they talk about judgment or frustration or hate or anything like that, or missing or lack or loss or death, anything, sickness, disease, then now we move against our source, we move against who we are, and so to speak, we move against the stream of our life that we have created, that our source is now in control of. So move in the direction of your stream, move in the direction of your energy, move in the direction of your passion, move in the direction of your excitement. And I've learned if you could just do a little bit at a time, and I'm not lying to you, just a little bit at a time, they will stick together. But first, it's really important to understand, what is it that stops us moving in the direction of our passion and our excitement? What is it that stops us moving with our stream when it comes to our thoughts? The past, because it's too specific. When we talk about the past and we give it different vibrations, and well, this is what really happened, and let me tell you what really happened, then it takes your vibration all over the place, because you're speaking and thinking of something that's kind of matching source, kind of not matching source, kind of matching source, and kind of not, and it creates a split in our energy. Does that make sense? This is why we have to let go of the past and just what's next, what's next, what's next. You'll hear me over and over again. Get into the present moment, move forward. What's next? Never ever looking at the past. The past means nothing. It's water that went over the wheel, and therefore it's already come back out and turned into something else. It's like a wake of a boat. It was at the front, the boat went through it, now it's at the back, now it turned back in the water, and so forth and so on. It means nothing. It really does. Unless you're thinking of the past in a positive way. No problem. As long as you're thinking of something in a positive way, it's wonderful. It's creating and it's moving that energy. So can you see Only thing that matters is that we're speaking or thinking in a positive, flowing, and moving way. Past, history, all of this doesn't matter. If you want your life to become more, and more, and start unlodging some of those things that are stuck so they can start flowing into your experience, then we need to move into an expansive mindset. Does that make sense? And you can't get expansive mindset if we're stuck in the past. So, how do we do it? Well, we do it just by adding emotion and thought. So we did the emotion last time. We could just simply say, you know what, I really enjoy this jacket. That's a positive thought. That's a thought that's moving what we call downstream. I love Abraham Hicks. She talks about downstream and upstream. Upstream, the thought's going to feel like this. Downstream, it's going to feel like this. So what I recommend is just move in the direction of the stream. I like this jacket. That feels good to me, you know? I enjoy breathing in and out. Yes, that's a downstream thought. I really enjoy being here at my school. It brings a lot of joy to me. I love what I do. That's a downstream thought. I am enjoying the weather outside. It's really nice and beautiful and has a nice wind to it, and it's a little bit cool and chilly. I enjoy that. That's a downstream thought. I really love how life is put together. How cool is it to be able to just have adventure and go places and do things and eat exciting food and meet new people? These are downstream thoughts. Can you see they're sticking together? Something like, I just love to feel good. I love to get excited about things. I love to feel wonderful and move and flow in a direction of excitement, in a direction of eagerness. You see, so now I'm moving in the direction, notice, of what's next, not the past. And I'm moving in a direction of positivity with my thoughts. And therefore, I'm feeling as I speak. And as I speak, I feel. And if I feel good, then I know I'm moving in the direction of my source. If I don't feel good, I back up and change the thought. This is what we want to master. Even just, is what I'm saying to somebody a downstream thought or an upstream thought? If I'm talking about the past, is it in a way of downstream? Is it a way of positivity, or is it a way of negativity? And the more we become very careful about how we think and how we speak, you're going to see a huge shift of energy flowing in your life. I can assure you. Because all that needs to happen is us move in the direction of what feels good based on our thinking. That's it. I swear it. Move in the direction of what feels good based on your thinking. If it's a thought of the past that doesn't make you feel good, let go of it. It doesn't need to be part of your experience anymore. You can continue thinking it if you want, but it's not going to feel good and it's going to push you away from your source. What's the purpose? So yes, it is a matter of being extra positive. It is. And if something comes in my life, something doesn't feel good, or something in the body, or something moves into my experience, I simply say, this is going to work out for my greatest good. I'm going to find something positive in this. I'm going to make this flow. Something great is going to come from this, you see. I've learned in my life you can't control conditions, and that's so important. You can't control people. You can't control conditions. You can't control what's coming in. You can only control what you do with it. That's important. Bashar talks about that. You can't control what's coming in. You can only control with what you do with it. So that means don't control people. Don't try to control the world. Don't try to figure things out. You see, this is that ego mind that's always moving us in that direction. What I've learned is that if you can stay general and positive, all things will work out. Everything's good. Oh, I'm excited about what's next. See how general and broad that is? Then source will fill in the dots. And that's how this works. We move in a flow of energy, of positivity, and then we connect to our source, our desires, and everything starts flowing in from our source. Source takes care of the future, so to speak. Source takes care of our specifics. Now we just pay attention to the general flow of how we feel and the general flow of thoughts. I don't have to get very specific on my thoughts. Just, everything's good. I'm really excited about what's next. My body, it doesn't feel well, but it'll all work itself out. And I know things are coming. And I know all is working out really well for me. And by the way, I love this life, and I love asking, and I love knowing it's coming. And I love knowing that the world is a giving world. And I love synchronicity turning on and flowing into my experience. And I really enjoy all the different contrasts that the world has to offer and all the different, I love foods and I love different clothes. You see, and now you start moving and sticking these thoughts together. And it's not going to take long before you start getting momentum on that side. And once you start getting momentum on the side, it's going to start feeling really good. When it starts feeling really good, you're going to know what it's like to have your power. That's for sure. Now, if you're getting thoughts that are pushing against it, just let them go. The more you ignore them, the more you don't move in that direction, the more you're going to notice you can move in two directions. Thoughts that don't work and thoughts that do. Any thought that doesn't work, any thought that's pulling you in of negativity, I guarantee you it's coming from the past. It has very specific connotations to it. No, you'd say you like this, but what about that one time? You see, it's going to be very specific. That's how you recognize it. Let go of it. No, I'm going to choose to feel good no matter what. I'm going to choose to believe that my thoughts and feelings do indeed create my experience, and I'm not going to go back to the past and choose thoughts that don't feel good. I'm going to become very stingy of how my energy feels. I'm going to become very stingy of how my thought process goes. And that's what really needs to happen. That way we can sit back and create dialogue on purpose in order to get our energy flowing. Everything is good. All is working out. I'm really excited about what's next for me. I'm really excited about all the clarity that I know that Source wants to bring to me. You see, I feel that invigoration and that excitement of adventure of this life. I have no clue what's coming in, but I'm excited about it. I know it's going to benefit me. I know I'm going to find positivity in it no matter what. I'm going to find something positive in life no matter how it comes in. I'm going to find a way to be excited. I'm going to find a way to be eager. I'm going to look around the world and I'm going to find good things in it. I'm going to look around the world and find things that are exciting to me. I'm going to follow my passion and my excitement no matter what comes in. I'm going to have faith and belief in this stream. I'm going to start moving in this stream. I'm going to start feeling good in this stream. Can you see? And now, even right now, I feel my energy flowing. I feel the energy, the chi moving more and more and more. And as we create this habit of moving in the direction of what feels good, of moving our thoughts on purpose a little bit at a time. Remember, no one's asking in order to be very specific. It's got to be this and this. That's what gets us stuck, and that's going to be very difficult. But just slowly moving in the stream, just a little bit. As you move around the world, thank you for that. What a wonderful, I love that color so much. Thank you for that. And I really love the sound of the water. Thank you. I've learned thank you and gratitude will pull you forward. Stay general, stay broad. Move in the direction of the flow that feels good and let go of everything else. And you will find in a very short amount of time, even just a couple of days, less probably, you will find this stream start flowing as you start moving in the direction of your desire. Start moving in the direction of your passion and your excitement by letting go of the past and moving into what's next. You're going to start feeling this energy pulling you in, and you're going to know what it's like to be with the mind of God. You're going to know what it's like to be in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to know everything that Jesus was speaking about, you see, because it's about love, it's about joy, it's about excitement, and it's about passion. And it is not about remembering anything else. We have to get a nice case of amnesia. Let go and find the good. Find the good. Find the good, and you will find the flow. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Take this with you. Thank you so much for all of your love, and thank you for following along. Thank you again for your comments. If you like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, keep subscribing and keep the comments coming. And of course, my unconditional love and appreciation for you on this amazing, wonderful current and journey.